The Manchester United interim manager, who goes by the names of Ralf Rangnick, has really come out and hailed all praises onto the United teenager who goes by the names of Elanga. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is our second story of the day onto the Rokani Media Football. We are really pumped up. We are really hyped up in there to see to it that we bring you stories that are really going to make your days better and better and better. Now, today, United is playing a team which goes by names of Watford tomorrow at around 6 p.m. in there. That is 18 hours worldwide. That's where that game is going to be happening in there. And now, Ralf Rangnick, the interim manager, had to do a presser when, when a presser is done. A presser is always done like a day before or 2 days before the game of football is being played in there. And Ralf Rangnick came out and really pointed out very many things in there for you. But one of the notables was that of Elanga. And Elanga was the game changer of the game of Manchester United versus a side which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid on Wednesday. That game was at Metropolitano Stadium in Madrid. And in the 7th minute, João Felix really stretched his head, all flied into a ball, and it found into the back of the net, and David De Gea couldn't find a save to that ball. And guess who was the culprit again? It was the captain, Harry Maguire, who blocked Luke Shaw from really tracking that run of a player who goes by João Felix in there for you. But however much United never played very well, but they've given themselves a chance to come back at Old Trafford and really make things happen again in there. And after all that, Rashford was taken off in the 75th minute, Elanga was brought on, and after 7 minutes onto the pitch, Elanga comes out and finds the goal for a side which goes by Manchester United that really kept them into the contention to continue into the round of the quarterfinal into the Champions League. Remember, United had really taken long without going through the group stages in there, because even the previous season we saw United being knocked out by RB Leipzig in there when they lost 3-2 in Germany in there. But when you look at the manager who goes by the names of Ralf Rangnick, he really came out and said that, yes, I know the chant. Everyone could hear that song rhythm. He's a dancer. Yes, I know that song. It's nice for the boy and it shows how creative our supporters are. But I also must say, although all the headlines were quite logically in his favor, it was not only him. That's what Ralf Rangnick really came out and said about the boy who really saved the day for United in there. He continued and said, in the second half, we changed the momentum, we regrouped the whole team, and it was not only him, but the other subs, including Matic, who helped change the game. In the first half, we were so cautious in possession, too passive, too static, and we made it in the first 45 minutes too easy for Atletico Madrid to put pressure onto us. That's why we had only a few of moments that we could challenge them at the back. This changed in the second half, and that was one of the major reasons why we were able to equalize. At the end, with 5 or 10 minutes to play, we might have won the game in there. That's what Ralf Rangnick came out and said about that game. And he said that it's not only a player who goes by the names of Elanga to come out and really hail, but even Nemanja Matic in there for you. So he has come out and hailed 2 players. That is Elanga and Nemanja Matic. And to me, I will feel like Nemanja Matic deserves the praise, because from the word go, I really saw that Freddie and Paul Pogba were really struggling to get hold of that midfield. They are really struggling for the entire 45 minutes in there. And even when the substitute of Nemanja Matic came in through, I really felt like it was long overdue. I think it was supposed to be taken into the 60th minute in there, because I really felt like if at all Nemanja Matic had come on early enough and played alongside Paul Pogba for some long time in there, I really feel like Pogba would have really gotten more and more service, because when Matic comes in, he really gives stability to the team, especially when the back four, especially on the back four in there, they get that ball. Freddie cannot really, they don't trust Freddie to give him the ball, and the best person to trust with the ball when you're a goalkeeper like David De Gea, Raphael, Varane, Harry Maguire in there, it's Nemanja Matic, because he's experienced enough, he has been in such situations, and he has really overhauled and won them. So he's the best person to really trust the ball with, especially into the CDM position of Manchester United in there. When he came on, things changed totally, and you saw it that United could really control the game and put up some 3-4-5 passes in there. And even that goal of Elanga that he scored, you saw United putting up a couple of 3 or 6 passes altogether until Bruno released Anthony Elanga to really gate that ball and put it past the goalkeeper of a team who goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. So I really feel like Rangnick was really on point, coming out and hailing these two players, that is Nemanja Matic and Elanga. They were the game changers. Although Alex Telles came on through and Aaron Bissaka came on through, but I really believe that Elanga and Nemanja Matic really came through, because Bruno Fernandes, however wasteful he was, at least he produced a moment of brilliancy, and that moment of brilliancy saw United gate the winning goal in there, and the way to see what is going to happen in there at Old Trafford. I think it's going to be, is it 15th? Around 15th March, that's when that game is going to be happening at Old Trafford, and we wait and see what is really going to happen. But going to Elanga, I really like Elanga for one reason. He gives me hopes of hard work and talent paying off. You get? I really believe that he is a player and he's in the right hands. And most of the players that United has been bringing on who are really talented, I think they've fallen into wrong hands in there. Let me give you an example. Look at a player like Marcus Rashford. If Marcus Rashford got a coach, all stayed with Louis van Gaal for some 2 3 years, I think he would have been a different player altogether. But he's not that kind of player whom he's supposed to be. Reason being, he is really lacking lots of things in his game. And I really believe that Rangnick coming in and trying to coach him exposed him, and he really came out and said that I was not really coached during the era of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was riding on the abilities of the player who was beneath Marcus Rashford. He was not really reinventing him. Look at Mohamed Salah, from Chelsea flopping to Italy, AS Roma, then back to Liverpool. Ever since he returned, you see that he's being molded into a different player altogether, season in. But look at Manchester United. Which player can you point out that he has been molded at Manchester United? And each and every season you see a different player altogether. You get? But Elanga has got a very big chance. Introduced into Manchester United by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you remember that very well, and he even came out and scored a goal last season against a side which was the of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and I think it was the equalizer in there. Then Juan Mata took a good penalty after Danny Van Beek was fouled into the 18-yard box area, and then he announced himself as a United player. Then he comes back under Ralf Rangnick, he gives him trust, and he is into the starting lineup of Manchester United, and he has really scored, I think, I've seen him score close to 3 goals this season in the Premier League. He scored against the side which goes by the names of Brentford. He has scored against the side which goes by the names of Leeds. He has scored against Atletico Madrid. So this season, Elanga has 3 goals onto his name. That shows you that the manager has trusted him. And trust me, Elanga sits down there and knows I'm in the right hands. And Elanga is among those players like Paul Pogba who think that if at all Ralf Rangnick is given the permanent job as a manager of Manchester United, they're really going to come out and really get the best out of all what they deserve. Because Paul Pogba looks like he has seen something different from Rangnick. He does not hurry him back to injury. He tells him, please rest, come back better enough and fully fit. That's what Rangnick has done, and that is something different that Manchester United is really doing and taking out to the level. So I really believe that Elanga is really blessed. He's really blessed. All what we expected from Rashford is going to erupt in Elanga, because I really feel like Ralf Rangnick is going to have a very big hand into the next manager of Manchester United, and I really believe that he will tell the manager that please, there are players that we must give a very good look at, and that is Elanga, because Elanga is young, he's 19, he's skilled, he's fast, his enthusiasm is really way up there in there. He has the talent and he has a technique. And by the way, you've not seen the best of Elanga, because I really believe that Elanga just comes into these games to really do something easy because he's fighting for his position. But I really believe that the best of Elanga will be seen or watched at Manchester United when he really knows that he has cemented his starting position into the starting 11 of Manchester United. And don't be surprised when Elanga benches Rashford, because that is going to happen. Rashford has failed to show us that he can change. He looks like he's not okay, you get, and he has shown us very many times that he plays far much better when he comes off the bench. Yet Elanga, off and on the bench, and starting the lineup of Manchester United, he has really shown us that he can really come up and really be a very good player. So guys, what do you think about Ralf Rangnick coming out and hailing Anthony Elanga for his performance against, I said, which goes by the name of Atletico Madrid, that could earn him a start into the game of a team which goes by the names of Manchester United as they face Watford tomorrow at Old Trafford. Thank you very much for watching again. I go by the names of Rokani Media. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, go into the lower right bottom corner, click the subscription button. After clicking it, hit the notification bell and click all. That will enable you get notified each and every time we upload a video onto this channel. I sign out for now. See you later, mates. But this is Rokani Media Football. We out.